Hey guys, what's going on? It is Dan Lags, and welcome back to another episode of Constructing Los Dangeles Season 2. What's up, everybody? We're back on the world today, and today's going to be a little bit of a testing episode. We're going to do some experimenting. I'm actually in a different texture pack. I'm in Flows HD. This is a classic one. I'm sure all of you have heard of it at least once or seen it before. So today we're going to be doing a test episode. Like I said, I'm going to be using Flows HD for this video. And I'm also going to fly around the world a little bit and show you a couple of the builds that work really well with it and some of them that don't. And I'm going to decide ultimately if I'm going to go forward with using this texture pack or will just go back to the City Advanced. I'll let you know like what way I'm leaning a little bit later on, because I already have kind of made the decision even like before this episode, but maybe it'll change by the end after I do some building, who knows. But I'm here inside I'm in the parking lot of the Bone Meal Supermarket in the southeastern corner of the map. Actually, now that I think about it, I think it's southwestern corner of the map. And we're going to actually be working here on Chariot today, which is the hotel. It's about 50% done. The exterior is finished if you exclude the back here. I don't think I'm going to work on this today. I already have my plan of what I'm going to try. But anyway, before I start working on, let's just talk about Flows HD and like how it would compute for Los Angeles. I think one of the obvious things is it doesn't really work in this area very well. I mean, some of these houses look okay, but I think it's pretty obvious that the roof designs with the nether brick doesn't really work too well, because obviously in the City Advanced, the nether brick is more of a darker color, not quite reddish like this, so it really just doesn't look that good, and some of the colors honestly look weird. Like, for example, this is gray in City Advanced, whereas here it's light blue or cyan, something like that. And another big difference is the acacia fences when you're talking about they look like more like picket fences, like white picket fences, and whereas in this one they just basically look like they do in the default. So that's a big difference, and that's some of the reasons why it doesn't really fit the world too well. I mean, I could make these changes with World Edit in a blink of an eye, but I kind of like the way they looked in the regular City Advanced, so we'll see. Some of the builds that look really good in this texture pack, for example, like all these modern houses, I think fit really well. I honestly think Flows HD is a really good resource pack for modern building. It just seems like that's what it's been catered to for all this time. Obviously, all these builds are made out of light gray wool to match the city texture pack. So again, that's another one of a problem. But like I said, I'm not really too worried about block choice a lot, because those things are so easily changeable. And plus, these builds are super old, and everybody knows what they're supposed to look like anyway. So I don't even really think they're even necessary to change them. If we talk about some of the other builds, I'm really going to focus on the stuff that we've built here in Season 2 more than Season 1. It's just because everything has already been up for download, and you guys already know what all this stuff is supposed to look like, you know what I mean? So coming over here in the Skyscraper District, I honestly think that the Freedom Tower looks really good in Flows. I like the color of the blue glass. It's definitely like darker, and I think it looks great. Some of these other skyscrapers, not so much. I think this one looks kind of lame. I think that's actually black glass right here. No, that's light gray glass. So it's a little bit more black in the City Advanced, but that one could easily be swapped out. I think one of the main problems that we'd run into is definitely purple blocks. Purple blocks are a big difference. Obviously, you guys know that they're more of a blackish gray, whereas they're purple, as they are normally in the default texture pack. So that's definitely a problem. I think this building honestly looks better. The parking garage really is pretty basic color, so it pretty much looks the same. So that's pretty interesting. I actually could even check out the mansion over here. I know it's been a while since I've worked on these mansions because I've tried to rethink them a little bit, but we can just take a look anyway. So these were fully built for City Advance. Honestly, this one, I might start working on this thing again pretty soon, because I honestly think it looks pretty good even in Flows. I just have to change out those fences. Other than that, though, I'm actually really liking it. And then this one right here, I think looks okay for Flows, but we're probably just going to scrap this one because it kind of is just a disaster of a project overall. But this one looks pretty cool, so maybe we'll work on this one next episode or something like that. But anyway, let's fly all the way back over the other side. I got my speed flying on right now for this exact reason. We're going to actually do some constructing, as the title suggests. We're going to check out the college campus real quick, though, just to see what the frat houses look like. So yeah, we just have to swap out that K for different colors so it's not purple, and it's fences, and that's pretty much it. Everything else looks pretty solid in Flows. Yeah, looks pretty good. Even like the terracotta and things like that. Oh, also that, wow. That is definitely a big change. Obviously, those are the glazed terracotta blocks, which are customized for City Advance. The more I look at it, the more I realize that like the City Advance is so customized for Los Angeles. It's like built for it. So I feel like it would be kind of weird to abandon it, but we'll see what happens. I don't know. This is just a test video. This is like when, you know, games release stuff on their test server, right? It's not actually going live. It's just a test. It might not actually be implemented to the game. Same thing here. This might not actually be implemented to the series. Just a test video to see how everything goes. But I'm working inside of the hotel today. We're going to do some stuff in here. Hopefully we can make some solid progress. I'm hoping that we can. I think we'll be able to. So one thing I'm going to try to do here is double stack this and see how this kind of comes together. But thank you guys for tuning in for another episode of CLD. It's good to be back on the series after that little hiatus that we had. Let me do a little speed 1 here. Slow that down. I'm still on max route, by the way. Shoutouts to Mason again for letting me use his account. Appreciate him. I'm going to buy a new account soon. I'm still kind of boycotting Mojang because they didn't, you know, they won't give me my account back, and it's really upsetting me. So, like, why should I have to pay them an extra $30 to buy the game again? You know, it just seems like it's dumb. The dollar amount is not the factor, you know. I'm not worried about that. It's not like I don't have $30 to spend, you know what I mean? That's not the point. I think that's people are kind of misinterpreting about this whole situation. I'm not buying a new account because it's just silly that I have to, you know what I mean? When I've been playing the game for years and it's so obvious that I own the game. But because of their corporate ways, they absolutely have only one way of, I guess, checking if someone has the game purchased. So there's really, even though I have like an audience, and I've been really trying to avoid the fact that like I have a YouTube channel, like I don't want to use that as leverage over them, because that's kind of like a bad thing to do. But I mean, it's so obvious that I own Minecraft, you know what I mean? It's obvious that I don't have a torrented version of the game. You know, I've been a loyal customer, I guess you could say, for a long time. So it's kind of, I feel betrayed, honestly, that their corporate you know, mindset is so strict, you know what I mean? So that sucks, but I don't really want to talk about it too much anymore because it's been an ongoing thing and it's been kind of annoying. So, and I'd rather focus on the builds instead of, you know, talking about stupid stuff like that. So that's the last time I'm going to mention it, probably on videos. But I will let you guys know if I do buy a new account. Obviously, you'll see my name being changed as well. And we're going to have to get a new name since I'm not going to be able to use the original Dan Lags anymore. Dan Lags, all lowercase, no spaces, which was my account name before. I'm probably going to make it like the Dan Lags or like Dan Lags 1, just so it's similar, but unfortunately not quite the same. It is what it is. We'll get that resolved as soon as I can. I'm going to try to use the same blocks that have already been set up for this, by the way, as well. Even though I know this is gray wool, which probably isn't the most ideal block for flows, I should say. I'd probably prefer to use something else. I'm going to use this anyway because, well, for 2 reasons. One, I want to, if I do switch back, you know, I don't want to have to change all the blocks again. And 2, I would have to change the blocks that were already existing in this area, so I don't want to have to do that. Over here, I just want to confirm, we have 2 staircases over here. Or sorry, 2 elevators, I should say. So that's cool. And we have to figure out exactly where these staircases are going to be. For, you know, obviously you need staircases as well. What I'm probably going to end up doing is just putting them on the other side here. So I'll just open this up and place them through. Let me just get rid of this sand real quick. And we can kind of just cut into this a little bit. Because right now I'm actually building the indoor pool area. And I'm deciding to expand it a little bit because, you know, the space that I had for it was like kind of like this little small rectangle right here. Indoor pool. It's just not enough space for it. So I'm going to probably make it here. We'll have a little hot tub, and it should be pretty cool. I might actually fly back over and reference the 4 Biomes Hotel back in the city district for this because honestly, that's probably one of my least favorite buildings on Los Angeles overall, but I have to admit that indoor pool that we built on that is probably the best part of that build by a long shot. So that's what I'm going to reference if I can. Alright, so let me just go ahead and quickly double stack this wall. The reason why I'm double stacking is because of the way we have it set up with these stairs. It just looks better with a double stack. So I'm fine with them. We have plenty of space on the interior of this hotel. And just like last episode, guys, I'm just continuing to work on things that I've already started. So I'm not going to be starting any new projects in Los Angeles until everything is done. We had a couple of cool ideas in the comment section about like voting on what I should work on. I'm still in the process of trying to, like, you know, digest all that information and figure out what the best is for the series. So I'll get back to you guys on that. And question of the day will probably start back up here in a couple episodes as well, like I mentioned last time. Let's go ahead and grab some spruce stairs. Actually, I'm stupid. We can just go ahead and pick block those from right here. So we want to make sure that this staircase is lined up with the other side. Also, we have to make sure that the staircase lines up with above. That's another really important factor here, because we don't want this cutting into rooms or anything like that. Alright, so we might have to move that window potentially. Let's see what we got up here. I love the stone in City Advance. That's one of the main reasons why I want to use it. Yeah, honestly, I think it'd be fine if we just cut out this room right here. Like, this is one of the rooms that it's just going to be a residential room, right? We can just scrap these rooms going up and just make them to an extra staircase. I don't really see the issue with that. We already have like a ton of rooms. Like, look at how many rooms we have on every single floor. This is a lot. So a lot bigger than my last hotel, which is great. Okay, hold on a second. Wait, hold on a second. I think we already have a staircase. Do we actually? Hold on. Let's see if this connects down to the lower level here. Interesting. So I have like a staircase that's like not connected properly over here. I don't know what I was thinking with this. It's been a minute since I worked on this. Do we just have staircases on both ends of the hallway? Is that how this works? I guess so. Alright, I'll probably leave them there instead. Yeah, honestly, it's probably better like that, because those will continue through, and then I don't have to use any extra space over here. Alright, so forget everything I was working on over here. We'll just, we'll kind of close this back up, and we'll just leave the staircases where I initially had them. I'm alright with that. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and close this up. This wall is going to be patched back up with some sand and some stairs and some spruce-like variety. Get this filled in here. Yeah, that's going to have filled in from the other side since there's just a pillar of wood blocking it. Obviously, this lobby is like completely incomplete, I should say. However, I do really like this desk. I think that's really solid. So I like that painting there. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to go with flows. It's just, again, just a test video. I'll probably be back on City Advanced next time, but maybe I'll go back and forth. I don't know, just to keep it refreshing. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't decided. All right. So we got this. And the next thing I want to do is go ahead and fill this wall in with the same block choice. So let's go ahead and do spruce, which I believe is 5-1. There we go. And we're going to have these stairs turn here and go across. We'll just do this manually real quick. And I would like to have a window on this wall that kind of looks into the pool room. I think that'd be kind of cool. Okay, so we'll just kind of take this to right here. There we go. And I'm going to continue this across as well to the end of this hallway. We'll kind of get this hallway built first, and then we'll focus on the pool room. But yeah, we're going to build an indoor pool here for this hotel. This is a pretty big hotel, way bigger than the one in the city. It's also a completely different theme because it's not like a skyscraper. This build was actually catered to a hotel. The thing about the 4 biomes skyscraper back in the city is the initial plan for it was to just be an office building. Like, I didn't really know exactly what it was going to be. I just kind of built it, and it turned into a hotel later on. So that's definitely not how I'd recommend building things. You know, if you guys are looking for building tips here and there, make sure that you have a plan for what the interior of your build is going to be when you're creating the exterior, because if you try to like just build something hollow and you're like, all right, I'll just figure out the interior later, it's not gonna connect very well. It's pretty important to kind of get that squared away right from the beginning of the project. All right, so we got that right there, and that kind of connects to the other side perfectly. I'm wondering with this window, should we like move it over a little bit? I don't know, honestly, it looks really good from the outside here. I think we'll leave it. I really like this sand and spruce combo in flows. It looks amazing. I mean, I chose it for City Advanced, so I guess it looks good in there as well. Obviously it does. I mean, sand, it looks solid in City Advanced. So does spruce. Definitely a lot better than regular city texture pack that we're using on Xbox for sure for the HDTV Dream Home project. And we're going to have the next episode of that series out coming pretty soon, guys. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and fill this in. I'm actually just going to get this filled in with World Edit real quick. I always got to remember that I have World Edit. You know, build on console all the time. I just totally forgot that I have this amazing feature. We're going to have to fix that. Oh, you know what? I'm just going to do it manually. I don't care. We'll let the sand fall. Alright, we'll replace it. There we go. Alright, so we're just going to get this whole thing filled in. Position 1, position 2, and we're going to set this to 12, not 132. Okay, undo, undo, undo. We did it wrong. I don't know. Oh, I guess I got that all the way to the ground, maybe? What happened here? Hold on. All right, let me just make sure the positions are correct. There we go. There we go. That's much better. All right, so on this wall, we're going to have a window. I don't know exactly where it's going to be yet because we haven't built the pool. So I'm going to build the pool and then add that window. All right, so we have to try to be a little bit more efficient with this here. Let's do this. We're going to go to here with 5-1. All right, so we're going to have to do double slash here, set 5-1 for spruce wood. Here we go. And We're going to run this across here like that. Try to get the walls built. These walls take a little bit longer since it's 3 different blocks, which is fine. Okay, so we'll run this down. And these rooms, I don't know if I'm going to double stack them because they're a little bit smaller. This is actually supposed to be a residential room. Those are actually like incredibly small. We might have to rethink those a little bit. Maybe just double them in size. So like, for example, instead of having 2 rooms here, we'd have to take that same amount of space and create 1 room. So it'd be like this instead, where we'd have the bathroom over here. This would be the full space for the bathroom. That would be the entrance to the bathroom, and then that'll be the entrance, and there'll be like 2 beds or something like that. It just gives us way more space to work with. That's probably what I'll end up going with. And then we can have this staircase come down wherever it comes down. I can't remember exactly, but it's around here somewhere. I think it's right here. Yeah, so that room will be turned into the staircase room, and then we can have 2. Okay, so that'll work out. All right, so now we have all the walls filled in, and we have this room pretty much ready to go. What I'm going to do real quick is put these glowstones on the ceiling as well. I want to try to get as much light in here as possible. I know it's a little dark in here, guys. Apologize for that. In fact, what we can do is we can actually just punch this open. We can just build a big natural light here since we don't need this anymore. You know what? Let me just get rid of this sand completely. I have to turn back on that thing that prevents gravity. That is just a major key for this with all this sand building. I am going to get that done as soon as I can. All right. Let's go ahead and do that. So just open up some space here just for some light. I'm probably actually just going to end up putting a window there anyway into the pool area. Probably even take it down like that. So this is going to be the opening for it. And that'll work out. So nice natural lighting in there. I mean, there's going to be a pool out here too. So it's going to be an indoor-outdoor pool kind of looking at each other. So now let's carve out the perimeter for this. I think it's pretty obvious that we're going to make a rectangle pool in this space. And we'll stick the hot tub over in that corner next to the entrances. Sounds like a good plan to me. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of some of these glowstones on the ground so we can actually start working. All right, get rid of that, and that. Still really dark in here, unfortunately. Try to place some on the walls. Just got to get as much light in here as I can. Okay, so let's do this. All right, I'm going to go like 3 blocks away from the edge. Maybe start right there. That can be our pool perimeter. Let's see. So this is 1, 2, 3. So right there. And we'll run this down. So we'll just take it 3 blocks away from every single wall going all the way around. So right there, run this down, and right here. So this will be our pool's perimeter. Sounds good to me. And I'm following it. Holy crap, look at this. Explosions and something. I think I might have been clearing space. When you clear space with World, that it's either just a big block or it's a crater. It's one or the other. All right, we'll do a set 0. Oh, one of the things I love about building pools on PC is, holy moly, it is so much easier than building it on Xbox. Like I can make this pool in like 2 seconds, whereas on Xbox, oh boy, it's taking 20 minutes easy. All right, we will run that across to there, and we'll do a set 0. Awesome. All right, so we have that dug out, and we're definitely going to go with some emeralds. I mean, come on, we cannot pass this up. I mean, look at that block. Literally one of the best blocks I've ever seen. We can't pass it up. We just can't. What the heck is that? Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, that scared the hell out of me. I saw these 2 like little glowing things in there. I'm like, are those eyes? Is there a monster in there? Even when you zoom in, it still kind of looks like a monster. God, that's terrifying. Jeez. Don't play Minecraft at 3 a.m. It's literally one of those videos. I'm making those videos now, guys. I've stooped to that point. All right, we got 113. Or 133, I should say. Don't play Minecraft at 3 a.m., gamers. You'll see little things like that. All right. Hold on. Let's go right here. All right, perfect. Doesn't matter if it goes past, obviously. And boom. Oops, missed it by 1. There we go. We got our emerald floor. I don't know if this is going to compute to City Advanced. It probably won't, but it's an easy fix. We're building today. I'm going back on what I said. We're building today for flows. Honestly, like, oh my god, I just absolutely love it. Let's go ahead and grab either some quartz or should we go quartz or should we go stone slabs? It's a tough call. Honestly, I think I'm gonna go stone slabs. I really like stone slabs a lot for this type of thing. So the way I'm gonna do this pool is we're gonna indent it in the ground a little bit with these slabs, and then the rest of the deck will be on a flat level plane. And I'm probably going to swap out that block choice as well. I think I'm going to go with the same color as we have out in the lobby as well. So let's go ahead and swap this out. All right, we'll place that there, run this across. We're going to get this pool filled in with water as well. That's obviously something that we would need to do. All right, run this around, bring it around town, baby. All right, let's take this across. I love those emeralds. I love them. They look awesome. It looks like tile. It's just the perfect block. It looks like a real thing. Doesn't even look like Minecraft. This is a 128. I think it's a 128-bit texture pack. I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to double check. It might be 64. All right, let's take a look out here. What's this block? What is the ID on this one? We're gonna go with that 98.2. Fantastic block. It's a crackstone brick. It actually looks really good in City Advance, is why I chose it. But it looks amazing. It's one of my favorite blocks in flows. It's so good as like a alternative block on a modern build, like to kind of mix in with your white block or whatever, your quartz or whatever. Man, I might have to build a Flows HD modern house Let's Build soon. It's kind of like a throwback or something, because that is just, oh my god, that reminds me of some good old days for sure. So there we go, guys. We have our pool. We're going to go ahead and get this hot tub dug out as well. So let's do that. And I'll probably just make the hot tub 2 blocks away from the edge instead of 3 like the pool. So we'll take it to there. We'll wrap this around. Make it really not that large at all. Okay, so let's say that right there is the hot tub. 3x3 is good for the hot tub. It might be. You know what? Actually, this is 2 blocks away when you count that. So I think that will change my options on this a little bit. Make that a little bit larger. 3x3 might be a tad small. 5x5 might be a tad large. So maybe 4x4 is the, you know, the nice middle ground there, I guess you could say. We'll try 5 first, and then we can reduce it if need be. All right, just get rid of all these blocks here. Clear them out. So that would, I don't know. I think compared to the pool, tough call. Let's try 4. See if 4 looks good. We'll replace these with my beautiful crackstone brick. I think I'm using a an older version of flows. Yeah, I think 4x4 is the way to go. Yeah, we'll go with that. I am using an older version of flows. I have to get the 1.12 update version. I think I'm using like 1.9, which is really bad. I should not be using this old of a version, but I'm just so lazy when it comes to like updating things. It's just, I don't know. I always worry that it's gonna, like, you know, you're updating it, but it's gonna cause problems, like, and you know, it's gonna create problems that weren't there before, and it's, I don't know. I'm always so hesitant with those types of things. Always so indecisive. But I'm gonna go looking for like a 1.12 flows pretty soon. Or if you guys have any links for that, I'd appreciate it. All right, let's go ahead and just swap this out real quick for the emeralds. Do that. I don't remember which block it was. 133. Oh no, I keep on using. All right, hold on. You know what? We need to stop confusing myself. Get this pickaxe out of there. Okay, and just do that. There we go. All right, so now we have our pool built out. What the heck happened over here? Oh, I think that was my old. I see. That was my old position before I changed it. I was like, what happened? All right, so now we have our pool dug out. We have our hot tub dug out. Awesome. Great stuff. Let's go ahead and place that there. All right, so now what I'm going to do is grab some glass. We're going to get some glass panes if we can. White glass panes. I love using these. And we're going to use these as our little ladders when you come out of the pool, right? And I'm also actually going to grab a ladder. This is kind of how I've been doing these recently. Like, that's kind of what I've been doing with them. I think that works out pretty good. I mean, you obviously can't place ladders underwater, so, you know, you can only do so much. But I honestly think that's a pretty good solution. And then over here on this side, what we're going to do is we'll do a little 2, and then like that, and then like this. And probably like halfway through the pool, maybe like right here, we'll have like a shallow end and a deep end. You know how like indoor pools work at hotels? They have like the 5-foot end and the 3-foot end. That's kind of what we're doing here. All right, so we'll do this. We'll set this to 133. We got to get these last couple blocks filled in as well. There we go. So you kind of see like that would be like the little step down. There's your ladder in the deep end. It kind of makes sense, right? And that looks really good when it's not even filled in. All right, and then over here, what I'm going to do is something similar. We'll probably start it right here and right here, and kind of open this up like that. We'll do something like that on that corner. All right, so that's pretty good. All right, so now what we got to do is fill this in here with water. I'm trying to decide what the best way to do that would be with world edit. Maybe we'll just fill it in with buckets. I know there's definitely a good way to do it, but I can't remember exactly how. It's definitely with the sphere. Maybe let's try it. Let's do a BR sphere. You have to. I know you have to do like. Actually, no. I don't want to mess that up. I'm just gonna fill it in by hand for now, because I definitely remembered there's like a way to do it where you can mask blocks, right? I can mask emeralds, so that way when I place the water in sphere form, it'll fill in only on emeralds and it won't replace the emeralds with water. I know how to do it, but not off the top of my head, so I'd have to kind of refresh my memory, and I don't feel like taking the time to do that right now. Let's just fill it in manually, and by the time I'm done explaining how I had to do that, we'll pretty much already have it filled in. So I think that'll work out just fine. All right, so again, get this filled in here. I'm loving this pool. I hope it looks decent in City Advanced. We'll probably check it out actually before I wrap up today's episode. I'll just kind of see how it turns out. I got to fill that in there so all that gets filled in. I don't know what's going on right here. Get this filled in so we can figure this out. Why is that not working here? Hold on. I think there's just a quick fix for this. If I do that to here and here, there to there, can we just do set 9? I think so. There we go. Perfect. All right, there we go. We have our full-size pool built, filled in, and everything. Let's get this filled in as well. Okay, there we go. And then on this one, I'm just gonna have like a sitting spot on both sides like that, basically. And then we will do our step down. This is actually 2 blocks wide, so we'll do this. Okay. And I will grab my ladders. Don't really need them for this because it's a step up, but we'll just do that anyway. All right, so there we go. So we have our pool filled in. We got our hot tub filled in, looking great. Cool stuff. So the rest of this is just decoration, basically. I'll definitely add some anvils. No lifeguard on duty sign. That's very important. I'm gonna actually fly over to 4 biomes real quick and check that out. Kind of see like what I need to add to this before we wrap up today's episode, guys. All right, so let's go ahead and fill that in. So before I leave, I'm gonna check this out in City Advanced, and then we'll fly over to 4 biomes. All right, so here we are in City Advanced. Obviously, the emeralds aren't great. I'd prefer probably to swap those out, but everything else looks good. The water looks good. The bricks look good on the sides. Everything else is solid. I probably actually will switch out those stone slabs as well for like quartz if I'm going to go with City Advanced, but solid overall. So this is good. So now let's go ahead and fly over to 4 biomes. All right, so I put back on Flows HD for this. I actually think this room might look better in Flows, but this is how it looks in here. I'm going to do the similar thing with the ceiling lights. I mean, those look amazing. We're absolutely going to have to use those. I'll probably end up even mixing in some of these C blocks, like these prismarine and things like that. It definitely helps with this room, but I love this room. We'll have one of those things as well. Pretty much everything you see here will basically be added as well, and that's kind of how we're going to do it. And this room is so great with the windows. It's like the one redeeming quality of this building, because otherwise I'm not really a big fan of it. So no lifeguard on duty. Thank you guys for watching today's episode of Constructing Los Dangeles. It's been a good one. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. It's been Dan Lax. I'll see you guys in a couple of days for another episode. We'll continue working on some stuff in the city. But until then, everybody, have a good one, and peace out.